all them places closed, we had only one place to play in. It's a park. Do you know where to put this park? This park is in the middle of the cemetery.
He's just a madman still. I'm the good version. He's a madman.
We never really had much to look forward to, like growing up, right? So we had the Wright family. So Ian Wright's from Brockley.
Okay.
So we had Ian Wright, you know, the Sean Wright Phillips, you know, Bradley. So I was raised with men, innit? So his man's not gonna stand it. We're not gonna argue for half an hour. It's gonna last. The argument will last 10 seconds. We've got to fight. But it's a respectable thing. It's not like, oh, I want to kill you because we've had an argument. Or I want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, it was mano in mano, innit? It's a respecting. Best of British. You get me? Put your dukes up. You get it?
That's it. And one last thing. Growing up in Lewisham, what have you learned from being here? Hey guys, what's going on? It's Magic J in another era, in another block, in another place. This video is highly anticipated. People's been calling for this guy, yeah. People will be ringing my phone. People will be saying, how can you go to one of his concerts and don't invite me? I got the Cameroonian king right here, yeah. Street legend. If you don't know about this guy, tell them about you.
Come on, man. You know the vibe is your boy Vic Santoro, voice of the village, aka the mayor of Lewisham. You know like that?
And if you don't know about him again, we're gonna slot in the video right now.
Yeah, man.
I was destined to rise. Said the devil was a liar. Looked him dead in his eyes. If he says I ain't 100, then he's telling you lies. I was gonna never cared if I was dead or alive. Pour my pain up on the track. I'm just speaking my truth. Dropping gems all in my bars. I'm just teaching the youth. When you make it to the top, gotta give him the views. Young king, big sofa, that was me on the news. You gotta grind for it. Failure ain't an option, got no time for it. Flagging for the set, yeah, I almost lost my life for it.
This is on a Rook Estate, so we're on a Rook Estate right now in Brockley, Turnham to be specific. But obviously you lot can zoom in and see how big the actual estate is. But yeah, this is where home is for me. Turnham has one road that runs through it, and that's the Nubis Road. So it's one way in, one way out type thing. So Turnham was full of a lot of footpaths and stuff like that. So this road, when I was 14, I got my first car. I got a Rover Metro from someone from Turnham. Shout out John. Yeah, I think I paid £220 for it. And this road, I was driving up and down this road, trying to teach myself how to drive. This exact same road there. All day, every day, up and down this road, trying to teach myself how to drive until eventually I could work out the biting point. You get it? So this road, this is where I first learned how to ride bikes, drive, and everything. And even if you look at my first video, Streets of Brockley, we're outside on this road.
Oh, this is the road, yeah?
Yeah, so this is the front line. You know what I'm saying?
So how old is that video now?
20 years, coming up to 21 years ago? So 21 years ago, this is where we was all standing, shooting that video. This is
mad.
It's a long time ago, so 2003 or something like that.
Okay.
So that was the first.
A long time ago, bro.
Long time.
You be putting in that work.
Bro, you know what, if you hit me the other day, I'm 2 decades in. I was like, 2 decades.
And you put up a throwback on your Instagram as well.
Yeah, to show them that raw.
Well, that's what I video. I see how young you was. I was like, oh, this guy's a baby.
Yeah, I was 16. There was no scene. Music was not even a thing. There was no internet. There was no nothing like that. But I just, you know, we just believed in it. Like, and we just believed that. And I loved art. I loved music. So I always tried to do it. And you know what it is? It was easy for me because I had the support of the people around here. They always supported me. I think that's what's good with like being from around here. Being from Turnham, there is a support. We're very like courtish. We're very in-house-ish.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously people have their differences. People might fall out here and there, but it's kept in-house.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? We're our own little corner in the Lewisham borough.
Got you.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? So Turnham is and this is one of the last standing estates from the old days that are still standing. If you look in every other area, they've knocked down all their estates. So on a Rook Estate is one of the last standing estates in London, period, that still has this type of architecture.
How long have you been living in Brockley for?
Brockley, 30 years or so, something like that. About 30 years.
And what does it mean to you?
Brockley means everything. You know, like we never really had much to look forward to, like growing up, right? So we had the Wright family. So Ian Wright's from Brockley.
Okay.
So we had Ian Wright, you know, the Sean Wright Phillips, you know, Bradley. So like the football, the sport. So that was like the only person that we knew that had come out of Brockley.
Got you.
And made it to that certain level. So growing up, that was like the only thing we had.
Yeah.
So once you wasn't good, once you realized you wasn't gonna make it in football, you just felt like, raw, like what else am I gonna do? So like Brockley somewhere.
So you was one of those ones couldn't make it in football, yeah? So you went into rapping.
I couldn't, I tried, you know, fam. I think I got 2 left feet. But I got 2 left feet, so it was one of them things there. So it's like, so it's very important to me. So everything I learned, a lot of my development, my adolescence and my formative years was here type thing. You know, my first fights, you know, learn how to ride a bike, learn how to ride a moped, learn how to drive. So this means a lot to me because, and even till now, all these years later, you know, my kids can play around, run around up and down here, and you know, and they're safe, and I can, you know, and vice versa. And I do a lot of work with the community as well. So for me, it's a privilege to be able to sort of like come back and contribute in a positive way, or to still be around contributing in a positive way. So yeah, so I love it.
Yeah, this community, I've always been proud to grow up in Lewisham. I always say to people, I come from a multicultural society. I don't even understand the mindset of somebody that's racist. That's something I can't even comprehend. Because growing up in Lewisham, that's something I didn't even get to experience. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So moving forward on our day-to-days, let's look out for each other. Let's not buy into the propaganda. Let's not buy into the agenda of the far right. Let's not listen to none of the stupid rhetoric that they're spreading. Because at the end of the day, love is love, hate is hate, and what they're doing is not love.
My local shop. So this is the local shopkeeper. So it's like, I've been coming there, you can ask them, I've been coming there since before.
I bought a drink from Auntie already.
I couldn't look over this counter, I used to be down there. And she used to be like, what do you want? And I used to be like on the counter like this. So
I want sweetie.
Yeah. So this is my local shop, you know, amazing. They've been there forever in the community, like only shop we've had in the community since I've been growing up. And it's an amazing family. They're amazing to all of us. And they look after us.
Everything that we know. It's got cho-cho right
They've
here.
got, you know what, they've got a mixture of everything. Yeah, and they look after the community, and this shop is very dear to us. And this family is very dear to us because they looked after us since I've grown up in the shop. So
Mom has seen you since you was going to school.
Yeah, since I was going to school.
Wow. Look at your face, and I realized it straight away. Oh my God. This gentleman came in before. I thought this is your face, but when you walked in and you start talking, oh my God.
Yeah, nah.
So nice to see you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you guys are doing well as well.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
And you remember
know what
us.
this is.
Don't mess with the shop because we got Scotch money.
Don't mess with the shop. Yeah, but this
because we got Scotch money.
in a lot of these communities, like shops like this and families, like it's like a family thing. So when we come to these shops, some kids, it's like we look at the people, you know, the owner shop as family. It's not like some random shop. You get what I'm saying too? And we're in a community where it's quite small and close-knit, so we protect each other. So shops like this and family like this is very important. So every time I'm driving through here, I always stop and get a drink because you have to, you know, there's a saying, in order to know where you're going, you have to remember where you come from.
Yes.
You can never forget that. As you can see, the shops are closed.
Shut down, bro. What's going on?
I'm putting in the universe. I'm on a Nipsey Hussle thing. Lewisham Council, you lot need to let me take over these leases, or let the man them take over these leases, because we've been trying, but there's some private people holding up the stuff. So look at this, all these shops are closed. Think of the things that could be done over there, from recording studios to podcast studios to even other clothing shops. Like all these shops shouldn't be closed.
So, something like what Jada Souls is doing up in Brixton.
Shout out Jada Souls, that's my brother. You get me, like something like that. So I really want to take get the leases to these shops and be able to do something for the young people around there. Because remember, there's nothing around here, bro. Yeah. And I'll walk around, I'll show you, there's nothing around here. We ain't even got like an active community center. So the young people, the kids around there, they got nothing to look forward to and nothing to do. So
and there's about what four
empty shops. But this is Lewisham. I'm saying Lewisham Council. You listen.
Come on, man, Lewisham
Hold on,
Council,
man.
man.
Let's work, man. Let's work.
Hold like this guy.
Let's work.
How was life growing up in Cameroon, you know, and obviously coming to the UK at a young age?
You know what? It was like a culture shock, innit? You know, like it's one of them ones where it's like coming here, it was just very different. But growing up in Cameroon, I had a lovely childhood, man. You know, I grew up on a farm with my nan, so I grew up hunting and fishing.
Wow.
And I never thought of a life like in a in a concrete jungle. I always wanted to be, my dreams was always to become a farmer, like own a land and, you know, do some crops and, you know, that type of thing. Legal crops I'm talking about, like, like tomatoes and onions. And then coming here, it's trying to switch a mindset where everything is kind of like financially motivated. It's like capitalism is kind of running the place, you know, whereas in Africa, I wasn't used to that. So your dreams shift and change. So that was a lot to kind of deal with. So, okay, well, I'm not going to be a hunter no more, or a fisherman, or a farmer. I've got to become, I don't know, an academic, so to speak. So yeah, that was like a difference. In Africa, we have to like walk to schools, and schools the distance. I'm living there. My mum lives over there. Lived in that building there, and the primary school's across the road.
No brainer.
So what's happening is you're kind of being trapped in an area without even knowing. So my primary school's here, my secondary school's on the other road, and Lewisham College is a couple other roads away.
Okay.
So it was like, for a young person growing up here, you feel trapped because you're just here. You don't get to.
Oh, you don't get to explore and
You don't get to explore, and I didn't get to do that till I was an adult.
you.
And in my head, at some point, I thought, I don't need to come out of this area. I just need to stay in the area. Like, why am I coming out here?
And in Africa, you have to walk.
Africa,
like,
you
handful of
travel.
miles.
There's adventure, and you know, I mean, I had a lovely childhood in Africa. Like, I loved it. Coming over here, I think for me, I would say that's when life started getting complicated. Shout out to Ian Wright. Big up Ian Wright, Uncle Ian, we call him. Because he done the AstroTurf here for the school and refurbished the AstroTurf. So that was really big. I know the kids love it. So shout out Uncle Ian. You know his love all the way, all the time. You get me? Respect and blessings.
Ian Wright and David Rocastle, the two legends. R.I.P. Rocastle, man.
Yeah, man.
What a midfielder he was.
Original Brockley boys. You get me?
Yeah.
Original Brockley boys.
And one thing I love about those two guys, especially when back in the days, it's on YouTube, Ian Wright's documentary, and he mentions about David Rocastle and playing beside him, and then after him seeing him watching him for Arsenal, and then they teamed up together. So we're here. What does this mean to you?
I mean, it's legendary to see this. Obviously, it's during school hours, so we can't go in. But you know, I mean, it was legendary to us. I mean, Ian. I mean, like I said, Uncle Ian's legendary to us.
Yeah.
That was our role model growing up. Like, wow, like yeah, you know, that's what we kind of had to look up to at the time. You know, so it's for him to come back and do something like this for the local school, because you know, some parts of London just get forgotten about. You know, and things of that nature. That's why to see someone like him at his stature come back and do something like this for the young people and the kids in this school, they're kind of very inspired knowing Ian Wright, you know, the legacy, you know, of the Wright family, you know, started from Brockley. So yeah. So Brockley's got two sections. So you got Turnham, which has got the council estates, and you got the other side of Brockley, which has the houses. Right? So you know, like growing up, man, when you had friends that live by the side of the houses, you also used to feel like, yeah, that's like the nice side. You get me? And this side, it seemed like it's not so nice. But that bridge there is how you access the other side.
Okay.
And things of that nature. This is the blue cage.
What is it called? The blue cage. I know it's blue, but
because the cage is blue, obviously. Before this, it was just like grass here, and then they built this cage. But this cage, this is the only like piece of entertainment you had around here to play football, basketball. The man them chilling out here. We do workouts out here, pull-ups, dips. You get what I'm saying to you? You might catch me on that. Like I do pull-ups on the door, dips in the corner. So it's like that type of thing. So this is like the main. Kind of main bit you would chill, so to speak. But as you can see, they kind of didn't give us AstroTurfs for the football, it was still doing concrete.
Their legs must have been broken.
You get what I'm saying? So this is where like you socialize most of the time. Like it'd be somewhere like here. Growing up around here, it's kind of difficult to avoid certain realities and certain things that were going on. You get me? My nigga. On a quick duck. Yeah, man. Yeah, but growing up around here, it's very it's inevitable that you're gonna get caught up into certain things and activities. Like it was kind of unavoidable. It starts off harmless at first, like anything else, and before you know it, it becomes money motivated, and before you know it, you're kind of like in the thick of it. So the Honoruka Adventure Playground, this is it's kind of closed at the moment, but that was like our youth club.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like our youth club. It's so it's got like a bunch of like, you know, the table tennis and things like that. But obviously, my point is this just looks good in it because in terms of like what are they doing? What like this is closed all the time. Look like right now it should be open, but it's closed. again, when I was younger, yeah, like you could come here as a young person and you had things to do, but in recent years, they've closed all these stuff down. The young people around there, they don't get a chance to do stuff like, go on school trips, or, you know, like community centers used to take people on trips and run courses and all of that. None of that exists no more. So as you can see, we're walking around here, you can't see no kids playing out. You can't see no kids out nowhere because there's nothing to do, and it's quite sad what's happened to Lewisham Borough.
Kids what got kicked out of school and they need a little unit to go to, this could have been something.
Yeah, it could have been. Could have been. Yo, my bro. Yeah, so it could have been something. So it's really like Lewisham Council, like, come on, like, look what's going on, man. How can this be shot in the middle of the day? Like, what's going on? Obviously, this is On the Rock Youth Club. Again, I'll show you the Adventure Playground's closed. The youth club's closed as well. It's the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day. And these are the type of things why I try to do initiatives and things for the community and activations, because this is the reality. The young people are over here, they've got nothing going on. Look,
we saw a couple of young youths on the block just chilling, and they could have been in here. Do some sort of education.
These are the places they need to be teaching, like financial literacy, you know, money management, emotional intelligence, just different things that young people need to know, but they're not teaching you that, you know, these kids are just hanging around the estate because this is closed. And you've seen the Adventure Playground's closed. Yeah. So for a young person, when they close these type of places where you're supposed to socialize in like a pro-social way, what's left of them? What are they gonna do?
On the blocks doing nothing.
There you go.
Messing around. Before we walk in to this place, one thing, what have you learned and took away from going to prison?
Prison, if I'm honest, what I learned is about the value of life. That's what going to prison taught me, the value of life and time, right? I think there are obviously lessons I learned the hard way from going in there, which I believe I could have learned that way. However, one of the key things to let me know for me was like the value of my life, what it really meant, and having a sense of direction. Because prior to going to prison, we was just here. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I might have had aspirations and things of that nature, but nothing that I was like, I don't know. Nothing that I fully believed could really transpire at such a young age, because I went to prison when I was very young. I went to prison when I was 17, so I wasn't fully developmentally yet to kind of know my direction in life. And I think it's sitting in there that I was able to sort of like soul search, look within, and then sort of come up with a plan or realize a purpose that I could work towards when I got out.
And you got your brother with us. Like, what, you know, bro, how did it affect you when your brother went inside?
I'll be real, like, I was young, innit? So I didn't really take it in as much, you know what I'm saying? It was only when I got older, man, I should realize, oh, raw, like bro's not really here, you know what I'm saying? Because really and truly, back then it was like, when I'm seeing bro, I'm getting told like he's on holiday, and I didn't really take it in as much. So as man's gotten older, and obviously when bro came out, man started to get even more in it. But even when he was gone, he was still playing his role, you know what I'm trying to say? He was still playing his role. Like, I remember one time, man needed kicks. I said, bro, listen, I got one more. I said, yo, I need kicks. You get me? Like, mama ain't got no peas right now. I'm thinking, yo, it's mad. Bro said, I've got you. That exact same day, someone came to the yard, dropped a fresh pair of kicks for me. I was like, yeah, my guy. I was like,
man was sitting in the can, blood.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So props to bro, man. I can't even lie. He's always played his part. You know what I'm saying? Even when that he was away, still playing his part now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
And that's difficult as well. Like for me, like, you know how scary it was, like being in jail. Look where we are. Look where we walked through. You know how scary it is being in jail, having a little brother growing up in this, and you're not out. Like, I was so like, these are the things that shaped me. I'm thinking like, I've left a precedent, like a bad precedent for my little brother. And you know, things are worrying about people maybe wanting him to sort of fall in line with my image or live up to what, you know, people perceive me to be, and all those type of things. And it's like, knowing you haven't set a good example and I've just left him out here and I've just been birded off. It's scary, like, what is he gonna turn out to be? Like, how is this gonna impact him? And you know, these are the mistakes that hit you when you're behind that wall, like, oh, I dropped the ball there with that one, because now my brother's out there. Just
because some people think this is like a top boy thing, that, oh, big brother went inside, little brother might take over the road and stuff like that. But sometimes it doesn't go. It doesn't
go like that. It's quite scary, like, and it's like, and in a sense, like, you've done that in a sense as an older brother. You've created this path of chaos and destruction that you somehow was maneuvering through, and the sad part is it can have a ripple effect on the people you actually love, and you can't be around to do nothing about it. That breaks your heart. I'm saying in jail like my brother just out here by him. You know what I'm saying to you? Just out here.
Can thump in the walls,
like, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's scary, it's dark out here, like, you know, like, it's dark out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was always worried, but, you know, alhamdulillah, like, he, you know, God protected him, you know, and he, you know, he made all the right decisions and didn't, you know, he created his own path and, you know, followed his own destiny. And my life never, I would like to think, never had a negative impact on what he wanted to be, because he turned out to be something a lot better than I was anyway, so.
And what did he turn out to be?
A good person.
Good person.
That is it.
Good person. Good person. He definitely didn't follow my footsteps in the wrong ways.
Yeah.
He took the things I did good and did better with it.
Got you.
If that makes sense.
He's just a madman still. I'm the good version. He's just a madman. He's the madman.
With all them places closed, we had only one place to play in. It's a park. Do you know where to put this park? This park is in the middle of the cemetery.
Are you serious?
I'm being serious. So imagine as a kid, we're playing in the park while people are getting buried, and you know, you're gonna see the park in a second, and it's just like, that's what we have to do, walk through a cemetery to go and play in the park, because somebody decided to put a park in the middle of the cemetery.
And they couldn't do it under reverse.
Yeah. So that's where we was playing, and so it's like, I remember this, when people pass away in this community, they're buried in this same cemetery. You have family members in this same cemetery, and it's a crematorium as well, because it's two sides.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're seeing your beginning and your end all within a square mile radius.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is Honor Road Crematorium.
And he's right next to the block, and right next to
it's right on the top of my road.
That's crazy. Wow.
I've just shown you a school for AstroTurf, all that nice base. I've shown you an adventure playground and a community centre that's closed, and right next to it is a cemetery. Just as a stark reminder.
People, if that's not sending signals to you, as signs to you, yeah, please wake up.
Like they were doing us a favour. So yeah, this is where this is we all played football. But the Creme, I got a lot of fun memories in the Creme. It was like a getaway. Sometimes getting away from the estate and just coming to be somewhere open was like positive. Like we come and play football, you know, the other little games. Obviously it's playing the park. They have a little cage down there that, you know, could do some other sports.
So
but
this could be one of the parks that Ian Wright and David Rocastle played in, yeah?
Yeah, this probably definitely is one of the parks. Because this has been there forever. So it's like, this is the only like open grass area like this that we have in Turnham. Obviously in Brockley, on the other side of Brockley, there's obviously hilly fields and those places that people can, you know, there's more, but this is the only like sort of like little bit we got here. I mean, we've got a tennis court, you know, that no one plays in, but
this is just crazy because you got old school church there, you got the other part there, and just around is this
graveyard. Like, it's mad it's only when I got older I realized what these things, it's like the impact. When you're young, you don't realize the impact. It's just a park.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you just said, if you spin the camera around, we're surrounded by a graveyard. This is all, we're in the middle of a graveyard.
And underneath us could be a graveyard.
And yeah, this is probably all graveyard. So this is where I spent a lot of time writing music, trying to gather my thoughts. Because up here, as you can see, you feel, there's a sense of feeling, I don't know, like you could think of, you know, I don't know, you feel a bit, you know, alone in your thoughts, and you can kind of like explore what you're thinking and things like that. So I used to be up here a lot.
And talking about music, how did you get into music?
Music, I got into it like listening to it, innit? So it's like the early days of like all the original early hip hop stuff. I was a fan.
With the 90s era, early 2000s.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I was the kid with the Walkman. I had my Walkman, I used to record everything on tapes, and I used to love rap. The thing I really used to love about rap is it's mad because I love literature. Yeah. Literature is a thing that I love. So basically my love from literature comes from the fact that when I was younger, I used to stammer a lot.
Okay.
So I stammer a lot. So what would happen is I couldn't get in arguments because I couldn't articulate myself. People start laughing. So I'd automatically think, okay, that means we've got to fight then. Because obviously I can't talk, so let's just fight.
Yeah.
So what used to happen is, remember they used to make you stand up in class and read the book in front of the class?
Yeah, I hated that.
That used to be so scary because I'm gonna start stuttering and you know, man, I'm gonna start laughing. You know, school kids are little shits, yeah? Yes. So I used to cram the books. I used to memorize pages. So when if I ever called out to read, I can more or less go into the page and then just kind of off memory.
Like encyclopedia.
Do you get what I'm saying? And with that, in order to do that, I had to do so much reading because my mom was an avid reader, so I had to do so much reading so to articulate myself properly to avoid the stammering. So I fell in love with literature through that.
Okay, so that's where your good rhyming came out.
That's where the rhyming came out of. That's where the memory came out of it because it was through that. So my love for music came from language. So now when I hear lyricism, I am really listening. Like I'm like a rap geek. I'm really listening to how these syllables and vowels are put together, how these entendres come around, these, you know, all these different things. So that's how I fell in love with the art.
I came from no opportunities where nothing is promised. When you're praying for a blessing, but like nothing is coming. Got that feeling in your gut, but it's stuck in your stomach. And your kids need some food, but there's none in the cupboard. The depression is crazy, mental health on decline. And nobody can't see it, they just think that you're fine. Cause you're wearing a mask, and you're hiding the pain. Can't even look at yourself, yeah, you're hiding the shame.
Streets of Brockley was shot here.
Yeah, Streets of Brockley, a major part of it was shot in here. Kentwell, this is Kentwell Estate, Kentwell Close, you know the vibes. So a lot of the time, spend a lot of time chilling in there. So music and stuff.
How do you like my work?
Yeah, I'm showing them around, you know what I'm saying, being their tour guide today.
Yeah, did you used to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the gardens that you see all around. Every garden.
You did all the gardens?
Every plant you see, I grew. Yeah, all this. The council gave me they gave me formal permission to be a sustainable gardener. And look, we've got berries, thornless berries, look. Bramble, thornless. You can just come and pick the fruit for the kids. See, look. Berries.
Okay, nice.
There used to be there was no grass here at all, just nothing. Everything you see, I grew, all berries there.
Yeah, I remember this. I was gonna say, where was you when I was a kid?
Well, I was in Australia, mate. And look, that's the tree I planted. That's how I do my hedges. So I've turned the whole place into a sustainable place. This is a sustainable estate.
So basically you brought Australia to London.
Yeah. You should have a look at this. Come in and have a look at the place in here, man. You'll love it.
Come, sure. You see, this is Turnham for
What's
you.
your name, sir?
Ivan Markov, Mr. M. Yeah, Ivan Markov. Yeah. This is my little workstation. So I'm I've got 9 gardens throughout Lewisham. You'll love it, mate. What I've done here.
Yeah.
So this is a chicken pen that we've got chickens being born right now.
Okay, you got a chicken coop in Turnham.
Yeah, no, look.
It's all going down.
Look. If you go in there with the camera, you can see the chicken with the on the eggs. They're hatching in the next few days.
Okay, nice.
So it's a young chicken. Yeah. So the chickens roam free around here. You should see them very shortly. Turned this into a nursery. So it's a community nursery.
Okay.
So I do recycling. Recycle old aquariums, grow lettuce. So because I'm a teacher from the past. Everything I do is recycling, so I recycle these tins. I really like these monster tins. They really look good artistically. Look at that.
Oh my days.
And you put a lovely plant. Look at that, man. Hey. So you can. It's a little bit of an art getting the tops off, but once you get them off and make them safe,
yeah.
You put a drainage. I do it in a certain way that the water sits at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's self. But look at that. That's a masterpiece. Beautiful.
Amazing. So you're teaching this as well?
Yeah, so the council giving me this place as an educational tool for the community, for the youth.
Okay.
So I teach the kids how to recycle, reuse. Everything here has been recycled. Look at the tomatoes on look at that.
Oh, look at the tomatoes.
Now this was done just with council salt. So basically that tree was felled and I told them to keep the tree and I built up a garden here. Look at the size of those tomatoes, mate. Look at that. All that's on really poor. Yeah, so it's all sustainable. That means I get all the grass clippings and everything.
Okay.
So everything's reused.
Oh, well done. This is, you know what? This is so like. This is very wholesome.
Yeah, this is what we need in the community.
This is what we need. Yeah.
This is what I'm doing. So I've got quails in here. So basically, I feed the quails with the lettuce. So every morning, you know, during the day, I put out some lettuce. You know, see the lettuce there. Let's get the quail out. Can you go show yourself, guys?
Oh snap!
It's a quiet. Come on, mate. I'll get him later. They do come out, but I'll get him later. He'll come back. But I'm not going to run around now and try and catch him with you guys here.
No, it's okay.
But they don't go far. So yeah, to set this whole place up, as you know, this is the co-op donated this. Beautiful, isn't it? So this is.
Oh, I love this. I love the station over here.
Yeah, this gets the morning sun. So I teach the kids. I'm teaching how you can reuse. See, look at these Coke containers, bottles. See, 2 litres.
Okay.
Isn't it just fantastic, eh? Grapes, growing.
Wow.
Everything's reused, recycled, you know?
Oh, this is amazing.
Reuse everything, yeah. Come on, look at the lettuce. You can make hamburgers, have a barbecue there.
Yeah, this is a really good lettuce as well.
I found that, all the stuff you see here, I found
upcycled, yeah?
I even found these yucca trees cut down, you know, they chopped them down, just threw them, and you put them in water. They're from Australia, actually, and they put out roots. Look at that. So that can be replanted.
They can be replanted, yeah.
And look, that's reshooting.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
So you can put that in the ground and it whole new plant.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've been a sustainable gardener because I'm Australian. I'm actually a native Australian.
Oh.
So I was born in along the Yarra River. I'm Wurundjeri from the Wurundjeri tribe.
Okay.
So basically, we're Aboriginals go back 60,000 years.
Yes.
What other parts in Lewisham? Tell me what other parts you got your gardens in Lewisham.
Community centre, down St Donat's Road, you know, the main road, St Donat's and that Lewisham way. On the whole corner there, I'm doing the whole corner there, sustainably. Wow. I've got an outpost garden. We can go and have a look at one there. I've got 9 of them throughout Lewisham.
If people want to reach out to you, what's the best method?
Just come and see me in 21 Turnham Road. Come and see
In
me.
your own community where you grow, Australian guy is doing something great. How do you feel?
I mean, it's amazing, and that's why I refer to when I talk about Turnham, I say Turnham is the village. Where else are you gonna go in South London and in Council Estate where there's that type of gardening project going on from an interesting individual like Ivan?
Yeah.
You know, that's why Turnham has got a lot of unique, you know, people in the community that do amazing things. That's why when I say this is like a safe haven for me, I mean that for, you know, those type of wholesome reasons.
Yeah.
So it's really, really,
And it's good for the youth as well to get their, you know, education, knowledge.
Yeah, no, amazing for the youths. It's like an amazing, it's amazing to do that. I mean, there's a lot of interesting people in Turnham, you know. Maybe when I get a chance to do a full documentary, I can show them, you know, what, you know, the different things that happen in this council estate. It's like a world of its own. So, but that is amazing to see someone like Ivan doing that. So yeah, that's sick. That was my mum. That's my bedroom right there. The one with the string coming across it. It was on the ground floor, so I could always nighttime. I used to bust the window, hop out. I was gone. That was it. You get me? So
Link gal, yeah.
Boy, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Obviously, weren't allowed that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm African, so certain things.
Curfew.
You know what I'm saying? Curfew. You can't be out. When my mom goes sleep, see that window there? I used to just climb out of that. I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes, obviously
It wasn't those type of windows, it was the old school ones, yeah?
It was old school. You could open.
Yeah.
I was out there. Climbed out of that. I was gone.
Yeah. So, bro, how did the BBC Gun No. 6 documentary come about?
So basically, it came about through a friend of mine called Leroy Smith. We did some community work in prisons. So I think the BBC had contacted him about doing it.
Yeah.
And if he knew anyone else that sort of had a similar experience and had made a transition that would be interested in the project.
Right.
So he connected them to me. And I had a couple meetings with them. But obviously at first I was very skeptical because it's just Gun No. 6 is why do you not want to do a docu? You know, I was kind of skeptical. Anything to do with TV, BBC, any of these main, channels, I'm a bit skeptical. But it wasn't BBC that was doing it. It was Garden Production that was doing it. It was just being commissioned by the BBC.
Got you.
So Garden Production are the people that do 24-hour in A&E, 24-hour in custody, all those shows.
Yeah.
So they wanted to do a film documentary. So shout out to Zach Beastie, shout out to Georgina. I had a conversation with them and the rest of the team, and they were genuine people. So I was like, yeah, cool, why not? So we did that, and obviously everything else is history.
Because when I see BAFTA awards, man, I see preppy white folks and those type of things. No disrespect, But a brother from the hood winning that.
You know what it is, yeah? It's like, I've always looked at it as like, we won that. It's not like, it's bigger than me, innit? It's like, yes, obviously, I'm the one that's on the stage and yeah, I'm holding the award in the pictures, but it's like, really, it's for us because God Number 6 was about me translating what transpires in our environment and the places we're from to create overstanding as to why certain things are the way they are. So I'm just happy that I was able to represent my community the right way for it to translate enough in the mainstream for the award to be awarded. So basically, my mom called me smoking. I was down there, yeah? I was standing right here. So you know how you can see the black door there? Oh, so yeah. I'm down there, I'm billing it. I'm literally standing here, I'm billing it. I'm here, and I'm billing it, right? But like an amateur, like the tree wasn't blocking. So my mom's looked down and called me. Like, yeah, come upstairs.
And she's shouting you by your real name.
Yeah, so me like an idiot, I should have just said to her, man, hold the zoo. But I didn't, so I put it in my hand.
Palms there.
And I walked upstairs. Brother, you see when I get upstairs?
Your mom slapped your hand in it.
She looked at me, she said, let me see your hand. I was like, she's like, open it.
And I can hear the African voice right now, you know
when the hand starts vibrating? Yeah. I've been denying that I didn't burn crow. Like, she's like, open your hand. I'm like, no. She's like, open your hand before I slap you. So it's like, I've opened my hand. Yeah, it was over after that. It was over that. I slapped out my hand, my older sister, older sister. I'm like, and I kept thinking all along, brother, why did you just give it to someone to hold it? Why did you walk upstairs? Imagine, she called me, you know, I knew maybe she'd see me building up. And it must have been my last zoo. I walked upstairs, that's the first time my mom realized I smoked. She called me, she saw me from there and called me.
A last £5 draw gone. You are very vocal on social media and on your platform as well. What made you be so open, you know, and so expressive on social media?
Because if you don't tell your story, they will tell it for you. So, and we're living in a space where, like, it's not even a thing like, coming from where I come from, you have to be outspoken. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, for injustice or something that's not right, you have to be. So it's like, I like standing on my truth, and I've got my own mind, so I'll always put across what I'm thinking or what my opinions about something. I'm not saying I'm always right about what I say, but if I have an opinion, I'll share it, and I have a platform, and fortunately, it has some type of impact. So before they had like basketball and stuff, like we used to I have to play football and basketball in this estate. So these white squares, that used to be like the net. So if you can get the ball to hit it, that's a point. And this was the court. This bit here was a court. So we used to play side to side. That bit there, the park wasn't even there. It was like a whole different thing there. So like this is all we had. So I playing football in there, basketball in there, skating. Because I wasn't allowed to, you know when you're allowed out, but you're not allowed to leave the estate?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was allowed to come downstairs, but I wasn't allowed to leave downstairs. Yeah. So you had to do everything, and that was like the same with most of the kids, so it's like we had to come and play down there so your mum or dad could see you from the balcony. You know the council estate life, man, you know the vibes, but yeah, man.
So how did the battle between you and Joe Black come about, man?
Yo.
Got it in for the kid. I rate it, man. I'm speaking up. I put my mash down, and I promised I won't pick it up. And now I've got to go there, cause niggas sending shots out of nowhere. Gotta kill him now. I'm like, oh well. When you was doing MySpace, trying to get your views up, I was in my cell melting something to a toothbrush.
You mean your name's Victim, cause you was getting bullied, you need TikTok, a click hopper, bro, that's definitely you. You're on the net trying to preach, but you ain't telling the truth. You say you fear God, but Vicky, I don't reckon you do. You sell your soul if you had anyone to sell the shit to. He's an opportunist, so if he sees one, he's gonna take it. A living definition of faking it till you make it. Says he's in the big league, but he's running around with no papers.
That.
Big up to Joe, though.
Yeah, man. Shout out everyone involved. I think I had put up a post. I felt like the real rap needed to, you know, sort of come back to the surface, and I was sort of like calling out the real rappers and saying, come on, I feel like you lot don't care about the culture no more. Like, you lot need to get back outside because we need to kind of revive this thing. Obviously, Black's being who he is, understood what I meant, understood the assignment. So he just went studio and did what he was supposed to do.
And the fun fact about him, he's a what's it called? He's a coach or he's a scout now, isn't it? Football scout for
he's doing really well for himself,
Arsenal and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's doing really well for himself.
So what did you think about that when he stepped in that studio? Because when I saw the video, I was busting.
You know what is?
I was like, raw.
You know what is? He was the last person I expected, because I was thinking, nah, not like, because he's transitioned. He's like in a different space in his life. I didn't even. You know, his legacy is cemented, so I didn't think he'd So for me, it was an honor that he said, "Right, hold on a minute, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me step in the ring." It was no warning, so people think like I didn't know he was gonna go in the studio and do that. I heard it when everyone else heard it.
Mad.
And it was like, oh shit, oh, is this what's going on? You know what I'm saying to you? So naturally, because I've been saying what I've been saying, I had to engage. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun at the same time, and it was good to demonstrate what the art really is. You know what I'm saying to you? People are forgetting that we dropped like, this is all in 1 week.
Yeah.
It's like 3 rounds each with videos, like, and editing, and it was like showing, you know, what you can do, and it was really exciting. Clearly everyone was locked in, tuned in, and paying attention to it. So it was like, it was nice. So it was nice. So that was like a good sport. There's this confusion on social media where they're like, oh yeah, like he likes fighting, bro. I grew up here. If two of the men will start arguing, you don't have to fight, fam. Yeah. We'll watch, fam. Man, we'll step back. You don't have to fight. I don't come from a place where like you see the cussing match or we're trading. It doesn't that lasts probably 10 seconds. Then we've got to fight. Yeah. It doesn't get past that. And I was raised with men, innit? So his man's not gonna stand it. We're not gonna argue for half an hour. The argument will last 10 seconds, then we've got to fight. But it's a respectable thing. It's not like, oh, I want to kill you because we've had an argument, or I want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, it was mano in mano, innit? It's a respecting. Best of British. You get me? Put your dukes up. You get it?
That is it.
That's all it is. It's a respect thing. But I think some people, if you don't come up like that, you might misconstrue that.
And when you get older, you just laugh at that situation of like, remember when we was like 13 and we had a big fight and you was like 18?
You know what I'm saying? Okay, look for example, the proof's in the pudding. We've walked around here since we've been here. All man gets is love. That's based on that same principle. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Manners and respect.
Manners and respect, that's always been the thing. So of course I can walk around in my sliders. And you get respectful to the community people, the shop people, the this people, to that person, because that's what community is about, type thing. I never at one point always felt like I was bigger than my community or whatever, no. So I've always kept the respect and manners. That's what allows me to still exist and be around the way I am. And that's very important. A lot of the young people live good with the people that where you're from. Because I got a lot of man my age group or my generation, they can't walk around the way I'm doing. What I'm doing right now, they couldn't even do that. So know how you're living with people, because some things down the line, you know what I'm saying, connect in different ways.
Treat people how you want to be treated, as they say.
I got a line in one of my songs. I say, when you're at the top, treat people with integrity, because you might see them on your way down. UK wise,
you can't throw yourself in there.
No. Are you talking all time UK, or are you talking about at the moment?
Bit of both. You can do a bit of both. We don't mind.
All time UK. There's a lot of cold, man. So all time UK, definitely Giggs is on that list. 100%. You got like a Wretch, 100%.
Come on, big up to my broski Wretch, man.
Gets. Yo, listen. Hey, listen. Niggas need to pay attention when gets his forget it. So it's like, so those guys like Kano.
Yeah.
You know, like the pen wizards, people that care about penmanship.
I thought you were gonna say people like Skinny Man or something.
No, I'm saying obviously those like, so when we're talking Kalashnikov, Skinny Man, Roots Maneuver, Black Twang, like there's that lineage. So I don't, the viewers ain't even gonna know what I'm talking about. But those are the guys.
Well, they need to educate themselves.
Those are the four fathers. You're talking UK rap, we're talking about the Kalashnikovs, the Skinny Mans, those guys. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, those are the four fathers. Those are the people that I was like, I remember how I felt when I first heard Kalashnikov Murder. I remember what I felt when I heard flipping Skinny Man Council of State of Mind. Like, you know,
you was in the Council of State.
Council of State, Roots Maneuver, So Rotten. And, you know, like there was a lot of big songs like from those guys from the early days.
So your first video, was it on Channel U?
Yeah.
So I must have saw your knucklehead then and there.
Yeah. Literally, in this same block.
Wow.
Like, in the same block all the way back
Bring
then.
back Channel U, man.
Nah, Channel U was legendary. It kind of made us believe. Like, it was the first time you saw people like from where you're from on TV. You get me?
Yeah.
People from where you're from. Like, it was like a madness. It was a madness. But then it's like I went jail during the Channel U era as well. So it was like, but then those are the guys. Right now, I think Bashi just dropped the maddest album.
Yeah.
Maddest album. Like, go and check it. It's expensive to be poor. Like, crazy.
10 years being out of the game and just come back with a project.
He came with a sick project. I like it. A lot of the, like, even the newer wave of stuff, like, I like it. Like, like one of my favorite, people on the playlist, like, to listen, K-Trap.
Oh. Most definitely.
So when you asked me the question about Drew earlier on, that's what I'm saying. It's all part of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? Because when I listen to, when you hear K-Trap rap, for example, you can tell he's paid attention. He comes with that tutelage of listening as well.
Yes.
Because he's actually saying something when he's saying stuff. So
got you.
So a lot of the new generation, I listen to a lot of like the new guys. So, you see what it is? I'll be honest with you. I listen to everything that drops. Because it's like I'm in the business, innit? Yeah. So I have to know everything that drops and listen to it and pay attention. I don't have that thing where it's like I don't listen to him or I don't listen to, I play everybody's thing. Future plans, so we've got the album coming out. Album will be out in November. The album's called, this is an exclusive, I've never announced the album. The album's called Clean Shoes, Dirty Trainers.
Hey! I think I need to clean my trainers. Kind of dirty right now.
So the album is out November. I've got a headline show at the Fox and Firkin at the 12th of November. And we've got more activations happen all the way to the end of the year. So launching the label in December, Glory Days Records, and rolling out artists that's on the roster. So like, there's a lot of exciting things happening. So I'm really excited. And I've got some movie stuff happening, but.
And one last thing, growing up in Lewisham, what have you learned from being here?
Survival.
There you go.
Survival is everything. That's what I learned.
And I heard right here is one of your favorite spots here.
Yeah, this is. Listen. This is where you can't. Listen. When you taste the food, you're gonna tell me. This is one of the the chicken tastes different. The chicken looks different. This is the spot. This is the spot, and this has been here ever. This spot has been here ever since I grew up. Like, and the food tastes banging exactly the same. It doesn't miss. So make sure you get yourself some food. If you're passing through Turnham, for some reason, if you're passing through Turnham and your belly's rumbling, make sure you stop here and get yourself some food. You get me, thank me later.
That is it.
Yo, listen, bumping fists and handshakes. We transition and ghetto living to landscapes. That's what the vision is. Slang in the street, switch it up when it's business. Foreign exchange, certain checks only speak English. We transition.
Vic Santoro, you took us around your block. You took us around this whole estate. You know what I mean? We met a Australian guy. We have to say Aussie. Hey,
shout out to Mala Ivan. Shout him out.
He took us around the place.
Yeah, man.
You know, thank you for bringing us down here to your block, your borough. If anyone wants to reach out to you, how can they get to you?
Yeah, it's VICZ official on all socials. Thanks for coming down as well. And I think the weather was good to us. So it's like, yeah.
It's minor.
So it was good to sort of take you guys around and show you guys. So, you've been down to the village now officially.
Yeah.
You guys saying we're still growing tomatoes in the flipping inner city. You get it? Yeah. Real life.
If you wanna come on the channel and show your block, your borough, your community, you know what to do.
Come on, man.
This is Magic J, Vic Santoro, Tea&Crumpets. We're out.